Well, hello there, and welcome to Falmunction Plays Doki Doki Literature Club, apparently. So this is a game I would never seek out by myself. A game that does not seem appealing whatsoever. It is free on Steam right now, and I think for a reason. A friend of mine, you might know him, you might love him, you might hate him. It's Token from Token Lad's YouTube channel. A friend of mine recommended this to me, telling me I should play it. And if you can see this, well, then you're in luck, because I apparently thought this recording was worth showing off. I was told I should, play this because there is something to be gained from my reaction to something in this game. So I'm not gonna pretend this is completely blind, since knowing there will be some sort of twist is kind of a spoiler in itself. But I don't know. Apart from that, really, I have no idea what's at stake here. It looks like a generic anime-style visual novel. It's probably some sort of Frog Fractions style obfuscation of something deeper. We'll see. Let's start a new game. Here we go. Hey. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. So first of all, let's see this text interface. These things, apparently, I don't know, like, you can have it be auto-skipping. I can look up a history of, the script, basically, up to that point. And I can auto-forward time. I don't know what that means. I'm not playing that many visual novels. Anyway, that girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend who'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long, ? We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Where's their save and load? I guess maybe if you wanted to go back to a specific scene. I don't know. But she's going to chase after me like this. I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha. Ha. I overslept again. I'm not going to do any voices for this, so yeah. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Eh? This is so anime. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's me in Falmunction. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Eh. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making the daily commute. By the way, Falmunction, have you decided on a club to join yet? That's a thing in Japan. If you're not in a club, you might as well be a social outcast. I couldn't give less of a shit, though. A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. That's really not how it works. Like, you might as well... I mean, if you're completely antisocial, maybe, but then you have bigger problems, I guess. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year, did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Hey, just like I'm doing with this game. Seoli likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Hey, great. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. It's not so much about learning how to socialize, but it's like being... The problem is that people won't really accept you into the community like that way. Like in the class. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? There's a lot of bullying going on in Japan. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. NEETs are like, maybe the game's about to explain that, but those are like special cases, like people who are actual agoraphobics. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs that it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I promise you say. Promise you that. Yay! Well, I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. More than that, I'm surprised to even let myself relent to her. Yeah, those people don't really... I don't know about Japan, but... Like... I don't know. At least with adolescents this young, you don't have a special friend, especially not of the opposite sex who has like all the best things in mind for you and blah blah. Maybe I'm being too real here, but you know, this is probably also like the kind of narrative structure this kind of game, if it's a parody, which I'm expecting, is trying to like tear down and expose or what have you, or what's the word? You know what I mean. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Hey, and the tune didn't even change. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sorry wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Sure, if that's what you're into. Hello? Question mark. Sayori! Sorry must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. Like, how's there nobody else in here but you? Like, what are you doing? I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. Yeah, duh. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Is the school, like, so, like, completely, you know, begging for students that they can just leave whole classrooms unattended at any given time? That doesn't... Especially in Japan, you'd think once one class leaves, the other one is right on their tail. I thought I'd catch you... Yeah, we already read that. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. To your own club? Well, I guess... I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. So, Yori... Yeah... There's no way I'm going to your club. You don't even know what it is. Meanie. Like, why are these two people friends? This is the whole... Like, I really hate anime tropes, by the way. That's why I stopped watching anime, for the most part. Like, some are sort of they kind of play with the expectations, or they go a completely different route, or there's a certain genre where the tropes aren't as bad. But if there's a fucking high school in an anime, I can pretty much tell who each character is supposed to be. And I have no idea why anybody could keep watching the same shit over and over. But yeah, this is the, you know, kind of trope that I've seen countless times. Like, ugh. They have nothing in common, they keep bickering, and they're still friends, somehow. Sorry is vice president of the literature club. Hey! Title drop. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Yeah, well, whatever. What are you to judge her? Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why'd you care so much anyway? Well, kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Okay. Maybe that's why she's so, persistent. And Natsuki even made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Yeah, exactly. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, alright? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year class and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Pretty much the same room, just from a different angle. Everyone, the new member's here. There's nobody else here, Sayori. I told you, don't call me a new member. That's why another thing I hate about visual novels, and some actually aren't all that bad in terms of that kind of thing. Like, for example, the one that my friend, or mutual friend with Token actually, Kaida Killer, does on her channel, which is called The Letter. Although, is that a visual novel? It's a weird thing, since there are actual consequences, whereas in a visual novel you can just, click through and you won't miss anything of importance. The story will just go the same way as always, at least in any typical one. I don't know about this one. But yeah, what I hate about that is that all the backgrounds are always the exact same, and they're static, and all the characters as well. Again, with The Letter, that is kind of made better by having non-static backgrounds and giving the characters a lot more animation and so on and so forth. Anyway, let's not dabble all that much longer. Subscribe to Token and Kaida is what I'm gonna say. Anyway, I glanced around the room. Girl 1. I guess they don't have any pretenses about that. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Girl 2. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Alright. Alpha Monction, what a nice surprise. She knows me, okay? I guess. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Well, what do you know? What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize, I see. Small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can't just ignore her when she's moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, there's Natsuki, always full of energy. Hate that translation too, like Genki desu. It means she's alright. She's upbeat. There's like a lot of different translations of that make, well, they all make the same kind of sense, but they never sound natural in English speech. And I'm not even an English native speaker, I know that. But everybody always does that translation. Again, this might just be this game lampshading that, and making me try and feel uncomfortable or comfortable, whatever, in thinking this would be a normal visual novel when actually it's not. Anyway, don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, yeah. all these characters basically they can be pointed out from like I don't know, like a dozen different shows where they appear exactly like this in the exact same way in an anime. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? Monica. Okay, I guess she's an exchange student or something? That's right. It's great to see you again, Function. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in that class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Function. We make room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As already mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Saori. Why so much preparation? Why just not have everybody sit wherever they want to sit? Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Saori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? At least they got, nice facial expressions every once in a while. Ta-da! What? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Not bad. Whiskers had drawn with icing and the little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, Just hurry and take one. Saori grabs one first, and Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Saori talks to the mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around on my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. It's a fucking cupcake, dude. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I mean, you just literally said you were going to do that. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Didn't she just say that? This is really good. So what? Why do we dwell on this freaking scene? Come on, keep it going. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Saori said, well, maybe. So she has a crush on me, whatever. But not for, you, dummy. Oh, God. I mean, at least they didn't just leave the baka untranslated. But this is really bad. If it were meant in earnest, which, again, I have to keep stressing, it's probably not. I would have no qualms about just closing the game right here and now. Anyway, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yeah, why in the history of all anime would you even come close to telling somebody or asking somebody if they want to hang out or, go on a date or shit, whatever. Like normal people. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Or even better, just ask Natsuki if this whole charade was just meant to, meant for the two of us. What's her name? Natsuki? No, Sayuri was the other girl's name. Ask Sayuri if this was a ploy to get Natsuki and me together, whatever. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Also, she fucking gives me the bedroom eyes, too. I don't know, I think everybody has the hearts for me or something. Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. And that's not. Insulted. Yuri looks away. Insulted? Ooh. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least enjoy tea. How about we all have like a fivesome? How about that? Because I think Monika, with the characterization so far, probably also has a crush. Like, that's always the setup for these games. Like, you can pick whichever goal you want, but it's basically just you go down this one path or this other path, and there's like however many paths that there are, as many girls there are. Anyway, I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Although, that I think would be characterized as a dating sim, which I don't know if this will have some aspects of that. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sorority. Why not? Why not? Why not just say, well, I'm not really interested, but, you know, I'm open to you telling me what your favorite books are, and then we can talk about it, and maybe I'll get interested. Why be secretive? Why open yourself up to misunderstandings, crazy hijinks, and shit like that? Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... Well, that's at least, like, partly true. That's okay, don't be embarrassed. Oh, it's, like, kind of a... You know... a halfway of being honest with her. I think she get the message anyway. That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Ah ha ha, well you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budgets and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Well, that's mighty fine, isn't it? Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like this festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Nanny-san! You can't get that high. Anyway, yeah. We'll do our best. Ganbatte! You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Hey, isn't that nice? I think on that note, we can call it an episode, maybe? Again, I'm not really convinced yet if this will go up, but again, if you've seen it, that means it's probably interesting enough to keep going. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope this doesn't end up in, like, you know, tits and ass. I don't think it would. Like, I would probably have heard of that or something. So it doesn't get too monetized like so many videos lately. But yeah, I guess we'll keep it going for now. So thank you very much for watching. If somehow this is your first video you've come across this channel, I'm sorry. But you can check out my other stuff, you can subscribe, and you can also hit me up on Twitter at Felmunction to interact with me more directly. That's it for now. Thanks for watching once again. I'll see you then. Bye-bye-bye.